welcome back to our second ArtSpace online class. I'm so glad that y'all can be back with us here. So I don't know about the rest of you, but now that I'm spending a lot of time at home, I feel like I spend a lot of time just kind of looking out my windows. And besides the occasional dog walker or the car that drives by, there really isn't too much going on. But today I'm going to show you how you can create your own art out of what's happening outside your window. And we're going to do that with the help of transparency and opacity. So transparent items are items like my window here. So with transparent items, all of the light comes through the object and I can see everything happening outside, like my fence, the tree, and my neighbor's house. And opaque items are things like this piece of paper that I have. So with this paper, you can see there's no light shining through and I really can't see anything that's happening on the other side of my paper. That is opaque items. A lot of items around our house are opaque. And these two are opposites, transparent versus opaque. And then in between come translucent items. So translucent items are things like the wax paper here. A little bit of light is coming through there, but I really can't see anything that's happening behind it. So another example of that would be colored glass, like this vase that I have. And if you watch video 2, Jessica is going to show you how you can make your own stained glass out of items around the house for an example of a translucent item. Alright, so for this lesson we're going to be using the transparency of our windows and the opacity of a heavyweight colored paper. And we are going to be making window art. So the background of our image is going to be what's ever happening outside your window, and then the subject of your image is going to be a silhouette made out of a heavyweight, darker paper. So a silhouette is like what I have here. It is the image of a person, an animal, or an object that is all one shape and one color, and you can see the outline of my silhouette matches the outline of this woman doing a yoga stretch here. And this image is another example of silhouette. Alright. So here is a short video of window art made by Spanish artist Opaque and other families that he has inspired around the world. Alright, so to make our silhouette, you are going to need a piece of paper. Black is great, but any color, a darker color on a somewhat heavier weight paper will work for this. I also have my reference image, which I like to have whenever I'm drawing. It just helps me, but certainly you don't have to have a reference image. You can come up with your own animals, people, or characters, and a pair of scissors and a writing utensil, drawing utensil. I'm using a white color pencil here just so you can see what I'm drawing on the black paper. So I'm going to start just by doing a really rough sketch here, and let's see, I always like to kind of plan out where things are going before I start. So there's where my head will be. Drawing in shapes is always good. There's the curve of the body. Her arm comes up like this. Elbow's about right here. Oh, I can't quite fit her arm on, but... So once I get my rough sketch out, I'm just gonna perfect those outlines a little bit so I know where I'm cutting. And it's okay that I have the lines, because when we cut it, we can always use the other side, which should be blank. So if your paper is two-sided, you might consider that before you decide what edge to start on. And I exaggerated her ponytail because I thought it'd be kind of cool if it looked like it was blowing in the wind. So next I am going to cut this out with my scissors. And remember, you're just cutting along the outline here, the outer contour as we call it. And I'm also not worried about a lot of the details like in this hand, because that I think would frustrate me if I tried cutting all of those details. Maybe I can try cutting out a few little fingers after I get this out. Alright, and now if I flip it over, alright, that looks pretty good. Maybe I'll see if I can fix that thumb a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit too big. But yeah, I think it's good. There she is. Now that I have my silhouette cut out, I just need a little bit of Scotch tape, tape it on the back, and I can place her on the window. I'm going to make it look like she is balancing, doing her yoga stretch on the top of my fence. So you'll have to adjust your positioning a little bit to get the right spot. And you can take a picture of this, you can even make a little movie or just have fun with it.